Hello, this is Diana from Artfully Yours, and welcome to my iPad painting tutorial, part 1. And I've gotten a few requests for tutorials for how I use the Procreate app for digital painting on my iPad. And so right now, let's see, we're going to open up Procreate first. And Procreate really does not cost that much. It's between $5 and $10, and it's very highly rated, even though it's an inexpensive app. And the only thing might cost extra is getting extra digital brushes, but a lot of times you can get them for free from other artists that are trading or giving out their giving brushes on the internet. Okay, so in the I don't have a pointer, so for any of this, so I have to let you know that right now in the top right corner, that the icon that looks like it's black with it looks like a colored feather in there. We're gonna tap on that, open up Procreate, and right now this opens it up to all projects that they might be finished projects. They could be projects that I'm in the middle of working on. And so we want to open up a new project. So we go to the very top right corner where there's the plus sign and press that. And then this is where you choose the different size for what your image is going to be. Whether it could be custom, but we're going to do a preset image. So we're going to do a preset image, so I'm going to press there. And then it gives you the different preset images, and we're going to go down all the way to the bottom and pick A4. And A4 is a good size. Well, it's the highest. It's a high resolution image, and I just use that and most of the time. And so now that just brought us to a brand new screen, and we can start a new project. So up here, up at the top, you're going to see, and I don't have a pointer that I can't show you, but up at the top, right now in the blue highlighted is that's the tool that right now if I press on that, it's the tool for all the different kinds of brushes that you might choose. And brushes can be like real brushes, or they can be like paint spatters. They can make all these different textures, and they can make textures and patterns. I have one that looks like lace. Like here, this one that looks like lace, bottom left, striped one, polka dot, grid. So we're gonna go to the over to the second one, which is in at the beginning is where you have pencils and inks. So we will go to where they have. This one is a nice one to use. That I like for tracing, called the ink blend, the ink bleed. I mean. And so we chose that. We chose that. Next thing we need to choose the color in the top right corner, and you'll see the circle that has a color. It's light blue right now. We want to press on that, and then you see the color wheel comes up, and wherever this white circle is, that white circle is the color selector. So now if I pressed up there, see I just changed it to a light blue, press it right there, change it to black. And then down here where the grid is, those are saved colors that I have saved, and I'd have to show you another time how you would save a color. And so right now we want to choose black, and I just press right back on that to close it. Now over in the very left hand side, you're going to see two things that look like levers, and the top one right here is for making the point size larger there. So I had picked that I had chosen that ink tool, the ink pen tool, and there you see it at its largest. Now I go like pull the lever down, and it's going to be, you can't even see it anymore. That would be to its smallest. So I'll put it up to its largest. Then this lever down here controls opacity. So here there would be at its darkest, and then pull the lever down and it gets to its lightest. And So we do not want it, I do not want it at its largest right now. I want to pull it down almost halfway. And the opacity, yeah, I want full opacity. And we're going to use a photo from a resource that artists can use from www.paintmyphoto-art.com. And then actually I'll have the link below because it's actually www.pmp-art.com. And artists can use photos from that resource without having to deal with copyright issues or asking for permission. So I have chosen a silhouette sunset picture because silhouette sunsets are really easy and dramatic paintings for beginners. You get very great results with and it's not hard. It's not too hard. It's great for beginners. So now I need to select the next to the top in the very top right where the circle for the color selector was. Right next to that on the left is layers. Right now we see what's highlight. We have the white. That's our background color, and then we have a blue highlighted layer, and it's empty right now. I'm just going to close that up because we want to select a photo. So I go over here to the left to the tool that looks like a wrench right next to the word gallery. Press on that. Then I want to press on insert. And then I want to press on import image. I'm going to choose photos. I always import from my photos. Then you see all my albums of photos I have. Very top left is all my photos. I choose that. Then I scroll down to find the sunset. And there it is. So I select that, and now it brings it to my screen. And now with my fingers, I can move this all different ways. This is one of the features of Procreate that I think other apps do not have. And right now with my fingers I'm moving that. And now I'm pinching out to make the image bigger, and now I need to press this top highlighted button to deselect it, because if I did not deselect it, the photo would keep moving every time I touched it. Next thing, we want to go to the layers button, which is right next, again, top right, the left side of the color selector. Press on layers, and we want to hit the plus sign because we want a layer above the photo. We do not want to draw, because right now we're going to trace, and we do not want to trace directly on the photo. We want to be separate because that way we can later on press that button and the photo will go away and we will only see our line drawing. So right now we have the tool selected, we have the color selected, the point size selected, the opacity, and I have the layer, and I want it highlighted blue. And right now I'm just going to start tracing. It's going to just be a very loose sketch, and you're not going to be able to see what I'm doing. Because I'm using black. But and I just use my finger. I do not use a stylus. That's your choice. That's anybody's choice whether they want to use the stylus or not. And let's see, let me check how my drawing went. So now we go up to layers. I press on layers, and the white button next to the photo, I'm going to press on that, and because I want to see how my drawing went. And now my drawing should be showing up there. You know what? I think because my drawing should be showing up there right now. I have to see what was going on. Let me see. Okay. And maybe it's because the tool wasn't selected. That tool icon needs to be lit up, highlighted blue. I'm going to try this again. Oh yeah, I see it now. It's working. That could have been the problem. I think that the tool, the little pencil tool was not highlighted. I'm doing a very simple sketch. You can, well, like I said already, yes, you can use a stylus. That's up to you. I have never, I don't think I've ever used a stylus on my iPad. If I want to undo that line was a little crooked right there. I just undid that. I wanted a straighter line. And it's just a very simple sketch. And now I go up to here to where the layers, and I click on this white button next to the photo, and there. Now we see the pencil drawing. And that's the end of part 1. So thank you for joining me, and please join me for part 2.